If you want to say you're dodging tax, that's cool with me. But don't give me that fucking bullshit excuse of being like, our card machine's broke. It's like, it was fucking broke yesterday and the weekend before. Stop pissing in my pocket.
Camera on Tom.
Yo, yo, yo. Am I starting it?
Over to you, Tom.
All right, here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so welcome back, guys, to the I Love Bass Drivers.
No, we're not called
We're
that.
not- no, the ILB Drivers Club podcast. We're back again, once again, Renegade Masters.
Why is the intro so difficult?
It is hard to do, like.
Once the silence comes, I mean,
I know, it's like really intense. It's like we all know each other, and all of a sudden it's like, who are these people?
Do you remember when I used to do it flat out and I used to always mess it up? I used to always be like, why am I messing that up?
It's
And
like
then now I'm so happy I used to have done it. I've both felt the
You always,
pressure.
well, I just always forget what the fuck we're called.
Right, yeah, so should we start there?
Just
though-
use that whole intro.
Right, oh, absolutely. We're going like.
We're rolling.
We are not I Love Bass Drivers Club.
Not for a long while.
We are ILB Drivers Club.
yes,
I Love Bass is gone.
It's not a thing anymore.
It's gone.
it's the thing of the past.
When we rebranded, we kept ILB as its own word. I rang Oxford. We
ILB.
didn't put it into the dictionary,
ILB.
but it is now a word.
What, can you use it on
And
Scrabble?
Yeah, but
Yes.
it's not very good.
What if you get on triple word score?
I don't really know how to play Scrabble.
You just put them on and make them sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if I was playing Scrabble and I did it, well, if James was doing Scrabble, playing Scrabble with me, and he put it down, I'd be like, yeah, that's a word.
Will you accept it? You'd be
Yeah,
like,
no problem.
fine. Oh, fair enough.
Your mom,
Not so much.
she might not, because she might not have been updated by
My mum's
Oxford.
dyslexic. Can't play Scrabble.
There you go. So yeah, ILB is its own word. It doesn't stand for anything except for
What it is.
ILB,
This.
Drivers Club.
ILB.
It's like,
Good start to the podcast, Tom.
thank you. I really appreciate it.
That's a topic that probably we should have spoke about a long time ago, so I'm glad it's been brought up.
Yeah, well, a lot of people do ask like what it's about and why you called I Love Bass, and you're like,
What's that?
what is that? We're not that anymore.
No,
ILB.
everyone in the office still calls it I Love Bass at some point, and I just always reply. But really, I always reply really sternly. What's that? And I think everyone always is like, it's
What do
a
you
trick
mean?
question.
I'm sure people had the same thing when they changed Starburst.
They what?
Sweets.
Starburst.
Snickers
Opal-
and stuff. Opal fruits.
Opal
Everyone
fruits.
was like, oh, no, it's not an opal fruit anymore. It's a Starburst.
I did not know it got. I always thought it was Starburst.
No, it used to be opal fruit.
There you go.
And then Snickers changed. It was
What was
not
it?
like
Mars bar with nuts.
it was the Mars bar with nuts. No, I think it was like marathon or something. Mad. Crazy times back in the days.
Showing your age there, Tom. So yeah, another podcast. Look, we're getting well more formatted at this. Speak about the beers first.
Oh.
What are we drinking today? Carlsberg.
Why have I got Carlsberg?
Because it was there.
You got the beers.
I feel tricked.
Were you drinking Guinness before that?
Nope.
So that's why.
Every time we talk about the beer, I just burp. I'm like, bro, I think
I
everyone,
do.
I'm like,
Hopefully that
'cause-
Cameron cuts away whenever I'm trying to hide a burp out the side of the microphone. But
oh,
yeah.
I just give it the old
Or maybe he zooms in or something like
right
oh.
on your mouth because it's like
It's just waiting for
slow
it.
mo like.
We had a staff barbecue 2 Fridays ago after the podcast. Did we mention that we were doing that? I don't know.
No.
But yeah, and we bought a lot of beers. We now have a lot of Carlsberg, a lot of Rockshore.
Some
The other
Guinness.
ones don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Yeah, a
Oh.
few Guinness, but some other secret beers.
Oh.
Wouldn't
Maybe
even-
get one out after this. You
Oh.
never know.
Wouldn't clean my bathroom with Rockshore.
I don't
Do you
mind
not like it
it.
either? I don't
Oh,
like
it's
it.
Pure pish water. Do you
I
like
think
it?
it's all right. Like,
Yeah.
James drinks.
He's a man.
James
he's
drinks
a
very
man of the
liquid though,
wild,
like.
gotta wash the insides.
Well, that's it. Trump did say.
So yeah, we what did we do last Friday? We had a drive-in cinema.
The drive in.
We did. We mentioned it on the last podcast. It happened. It went down.
Was it a success?
People came.
Great success?
I was happy.
There was many people there.
There were a few folks.
We only give people a 1 week to buy tickets, so I think for only selling tickets for
1
7
week.
days, 6 days, I think actually.
Days.
It went down pretty well.
It was good.
Just below 200 cars. We had 200 cars max we could accept. I think it was about 190 or 180 or something in between there.
A good turnout.
It was funny when we arrived and we were testing everything, and I had brought a pen drive with our film on it and all the intro screens and stuff. And I was like, "You got Tokyo Drift, all right?" And he was like, "Yeah, yes." I was like, right? So we'll run through it here, and he tested it and just wouldn't load. Like, just
Technical.
30 minutes until like our movie was going to go on, which is then an hour then really until H2I was going to Tokyo Drift was going on, and it just wouldn't work. They had to send 3 different people to 3 different stores, 2 different people to 2 different stores, but then in the end, one of the guys' dads randomly had it because he's a fellow car lover.
We have her on
I
stock.
got that.
Oh,
we-
don't worry. I've got her on a USB somewhere. in the
He's
house.
been waiting like for
like,
since he bought that
time, he was just
DVD. Like,
don't worry,
I think it was like in one of those glass cases
Yeah,
that you
he-
smash.
we hammer nudge
just runs out, gets in the RX-7.
straight down the road. My time has come. Runs in the door and the wife's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "No time to talk." Straight into their bedroom.
Got a drive-through cinema to attend. So yeah, he hooked us up. I was also trying to download it off your laptop over a VPN.
Pirate Bay.
Didn't mean to say VPN. Meant to say over
location.
my phone. What? And what did he say?
Undisclosed location.
Undisclosed location.
Undisclosed
And
downloading form.
yeah, so that didn't work anyway. We got it and we watched the movie. It's very
Well,
short.
It is quite short.
You kind of forget how they're not long. The Fast and Furious movies. They're just constant action.
Well,
bang, bang,
are the
bang.
new ones long?
New ones are shite.
They're not Fast and Furious
They're
movies.
balls. See when the Rock slaps that, or like the fucking what do you think who comes out of submarines? Torpedo, and he fucking dings her away, and it's just like nah. At that point, I was like, I am done with these. Like,
See when Vin Diesel jumped from a moving car off the bonnet over
no,
a
that
bridge.
bit was more believable than the Rock slapping.
Well,
away a torpedo,
what
like.
he did was he jumped the car, he crashed the car on purpose into the side of a bridge while was standing on the bonnet. So then it flew him forward in midair while someone else was flying out of a car window or something. And then he met her in midair and then hit her out of her projected path.
Totally plausible.
And then
It's Vin Diesel.
It
Like,
landed like, and
Plus,
I
it
was
was,
just
it was
like,
for true love, like.
and then they just rolled over and they were just like, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff doesn't make sense, like. But it's the movies,
shite.
like it's showbiz, baby.
From street race to taking down terrorists.
I know. It kind of they were like, how could we make this?
Street
even
racers
more
do
ridiculous?
take down terrorists on the daily.
Well,
Like.
that's why the police hate them. They're like, we know what you're at with your tinted windows and your no front plate.
What's your favorite one? Is it 1 or 3?
Yeah, 3 Tokyo Drift, 100%.
I still like the first one a lot.
The first
first
one
one's-
because it's the first one.
Those
Yeah.
Civics are class. Like when
Yeah.
they're like, they are doing like it's funny that they're like robbing for like a VCR, but
they
like
open in the back it's like VCRs and TV DVD combos, and they're like, ooh,
see if somebody ever tells you that you can't make it after being in prison or doing anything illegal,
they're a liar.
they are saving the world now after
true,
stealing
like-
Disney on Ice on VHS out the back of a 40-footer.
From 1998, or whenever it was, like
So
stealing VHS tapes back in the day, and like whole truckload, and being like, they got the tapes, they got that whole shipment of tapes. Like,
Aye, all you do is just go on your laptop and take it.
I don't know. I mean, true. I know, it's like, well, that's
you
quite
wouldn't steal a car.
true. Nowadays you
Well,
can
you-
buy like, wait, I don't know. Can
If
you
you're
buy
Vin Diesel,
VHS
you
anymore?
might.
Well, he might do. I don't think he would, but he wouldn't tell you he was doing it.
I think that's every single time he sits down in the house, he's just like, oh, I have to gotta go get a video now. Back into the Civic. Chase down the lorry.
Matt's in his garage, like just stacked full of these like DVD or VHS.
Oh, you're going
No
to the
room.
future there. Like.
I know that would be Fast and Furious like 10. They're stealing DVDs now. They're like,
I did actually like love the fact that they were driving under the 40-footers. Like, is it a 40-footer? Yeah. 40-20? I don't know. Let's just say a 40-footer, the lorries. You know when they were taking the
40-20?
Civics like right under and they were
Oh,
just
yeah, they
like
go
sitting
around
under.
it,
Like
yeah.
I used to look at all the lorries driving by me and I was like, how did I get onto them? Like when I was
Yeah,
younger, I was like,
own
you
an
can't get
MX-5,
onto them.
Own an MX-5 and drive beside a lorry and go, I can do this,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to.
Because eventually I think one of them got by it, like
Oh, yeah,
drove
yeah,
over it, didn't it?
Got munched.
Did you know who's your most hated character from that first one?
The first one.
That's that big hairy guy. He's just hates Paul Walker. What's his name? Vince, is it?
Vinny.
No,
Vinny?
Is it Vinny? Vinny or Vince?
I thought Vince was the one with the S2K.
That's the
That's
Japanese
the
guy?
girl. That's the girl. Oh no, that's oh, this is really bad. Like, should we Google it?
Yeah, Google it. But I thought it was the guy who's in Vin Diesel's crew. Are we getting Vince because of Vin Diesel?
Don't remember, like.
But he's a fucking bell end.
I don't
He's
really
really
know.
angry. And
He
he's
is.
just like
He's-
you bring the buster home and all, like, and yeah, you're
You
like,
need to watch
Actually, I
Fast
need
and
to
Furious.
watch,
series.
yeah.
What do you think of Too Fast, Too Furious?
It's terrible. He has that purple eclipse. Is it the one where they drive into the garage and all the cars come out?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
That's a
so
cool
you're
shot, but like I think it's
Yeah, it was Vince.
Vince is the guy with. with who-
And it was Johnny Tran.
Johnny, yeah,
Johnny
he's the Japanese or Korean. They're Korean, sorry.
Yes, got you now.
And they insulted him in front of his family.
Got you
It
now.
was not.
That's a
happy
good
about
scene,
that.
though. See, that is a good scene when they got the song and all, and they're on in with the, and then he takes his mask off and all. He's just like,
Got
it
you,
was me.
motherfucker.
But yeah, Too Fast and Furious. I kind of liked it, even though it is a bit of a shit.
It was pure cheesed out. It was the
yes,
I
because
just
the
thought-
rest of them are.
No, but it was like mega.
Are
cheesed,
they the one
like-
with the two muscle car brothers?
Yeah, and
just
he's
nice
looking real Miami with the hamburger meat hanging out and all. Yeah, he's looking real cool.
And at the end, he jumps the car into a yacht
Yes.
and lands on the top deck.
Yes. Also,
Ejecto Cito, cuz.
I loved his button. Great movie, great lines in it. Like
Yeah, so it's kind of like that. It's probably third. I can't even remember 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, third, 1800,
the fourth one
Terrible.
was all right.
What's the one with the runway that lasts forever?
That's the fifth one, I think. It's the world's longest runway. and
I
it's
remember all
just
the
like-
memes after that. Like when I was like actually leaving the cinema, and the memes were already going like.
I just remember watching it and being like, "Yeah, I think I'm too old for this now." It's just- no.
But do you go still go see them?
Oh, we'll go see him.
I don't know if I go see them in cinema now or I just watch them because I watched a spin-off just in my house, and that's just the spin-off is just not a Fast and Furious film at all.
The spin-off?
What's that?
What's a spin-off?
Dun dun dun. The Hobbs versus Shaw.
Oh, fuck no, no. I didn't watch that shite like.
James doesn't watch movies.
And then sure they brought that. There was a wee bit of fluff there.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Freaking me out. Sure, yeah, when they brought like Jason Statham and all on it. Like,
He's a bellend. I like him, but he's a bellend.
and it's really, it's like whenever you're watching the third one and he crosses in,
He's-
you're like, oh, Jason Statham, got him,
There you go.
nailed him.
Well, exactly. This is the
Ham-
thing. I hate that. I hate the way they've rewrote the whole thing to make them to try and tie
and it's like,
three
nah,
back
just,
in.
just. But then it was because it was a whole thing. They started it, and then like people were like, well, where the fuck does 3 come in the series?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, 3's before 1, and then it was just like it's too much. It was
Ham-
like the Star Wars. They made all the Star Wars, and they went, but
Oh, is one?
we'll do these ones first.
No. One is like. Is one meant to be before 3? And then
3 is like, it's all out of order.
yeah, 3's like I thought at the very end because that's when Han dies.
Nobody's not dead. I thought he comes back. I thought
No.
no.
They put 3 at the end or something.
I don't know.
I'm sure he kills him in Japan or something.
What?
Is it?
And then
Jason Statham kills Han.
Yeah, no, it crashes into his car.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then is there not the whole thing that he didn't
No.
die?
no, because in the other one's Han's smoking, and in Tokyo Drift, Han's always eating,
Aye.
and that's because he quit
Like
smoking.
Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11, he's just always munching like.
Mm.
And then he says to that wee girl, he's like, "Oh, you got hands because you like to smoke."
Yes, yes, yes.
I was just thinking there that what was it about? Yeah, because like it also makes no sense because if 3's at the end, right? They have flip phones and there's that whole scene at the end where they're like going in between the phone and like the
There's like,
camera's
there's
flying.
no
over.
way that technology could support that. Like it was
And-
like, nah.
But like if that's the one at the end of all the podcasts, podcast. That's what I looked at Cameron and I was like podcast. If that's the one at the end of all the Fast and Furious movies, all the technology in all the other movies,
Especially in Japan, like
Like-
they love the
In-
technology there. Those boys would be rocking the big phones. Like
in Hobbs versus Shaw, is that boy not in it?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Like
Oh, well, he's got a full like suit. Like it's like
A suit?
suit.
like a ridiculous. No, he's like got this thing. It's
What a mad
that
bastard.
guy who's a DJ. He was going to be James Bond, like the first black James Bond. They keep talking about. What's his name?
Idris Elba.
He's in it, and
He's
he's the
not a
bad
DJ.
guy. And then he has like, what?
He's
He
not,
is a
well,
DJ.
he does DJing, but he's mainly known for acting.
I know, but
But he has done an out DJ.
Well, I gathered that you knew he acted because he was in the movie, so I was telling you something else.
Well,
he
if
did.
you'd said Prometheus, would have known it. Like
Anyway, I think he has some sort of like thing where like he's like I don't know. It's like crazy technology is what I'm trying to say, and then they go back to flip phones.
but his hand
Doesn't
in
make
Hobbs
sense.
versus Shaw.
But it's I don't know anymore.
I've never seen it because I say after that bit when he like bitch slapped that torpedo out of the way, I was just like, I think this is just too
Yeah.
much now. Like I can't deal with this. Like
So, as you can tell, we didn't watch any of those other ones that are driving the cinema. Just Tokyo Drift.
After Han died, I was out.
Yeah, short.
Yeah,
It was good.
Yeah, true. It was good. No, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Fast and Furious. Let's go back and start again.
I don't know why drive-in cinemas weren't a thing sooner.
Well, they are in America. This is the
Yeah,
thing.
but not here. Like
Because people in America just can be bothered leaving their car. They have a drive-in everything.
The
Drive-in
ATMs
The
and all.
ATMs is a bit mad. And then they have like
pharmacies?
off licenses as well.
Yeah.
Although there's a driving off license down towards.
Newton Abbey near us.
Is there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was there's one down
Got a,
like
James,
towards.
we got a bottle of
Enniskillen.
Buckfast out of it once, I think.
How does it work? Is there someone in the store?
It's like a window, and you just go up and you pull up, and then she just goes in the store. And like picks it all off the shelf for you and brings it back.
But sometimes I like to browse. I like to stand in front of the fridge
But
and be
then-
like,
The drive-throughs wouldn't be for
Yeah. You just do the normal way.
nah, true. Well, I hope they don't get rid of the walk-ins. Like sometimes I say I do like to walk in.
I
and
don't
be
think
like,
they're gonna get rid of them, like.
could happen. Could happen with this whole new thing with like, nope, can't go in and do stuff now.
So yeah, that's the drive-in cinema. What were you going to say about your Lexus? You brought your Lexus. I had the E28 there. Oh, well, I suppose we could talk about the radio. I had to buy a radio, and then it only arrived as we were leaving. The Amazon guy arrived like quite late, but then I had bought another one, which was far better.
So you
So
have 2 radios now.
yes,
What are you
James
gonna-
borrowed
Well, you
one.
give me the crap one.
Nice. That was the walkie-talkie looking thing.
Yeah.
But now, what are you doing with them?
The next drive-in cinema, I'll just use it then.
Good call. Or you get a radio put in your car.
Maybe, you never know. So what were you saying about your Lexus before we were starting?
Oh well, yeah. The exhaust has been like leaking, but then the whole way like there, I had a really sore head, and I was like, I don't know what's wrong with it. And people were like, have you drank enough water? Maybe have a wee banana or something.
That's what I always say to my girlfriend.
Um,
She never drinks enough water.
no, that's a,
Amy, drink more water.
drink more water. Amy.
Stay hydrated.
Stay. It's good for you. But yeah, so then I was driving home. I was like, because we came down here, and you were like flying about in that wee moped thing,
Right.
go kart. I was like, I had a real sore head and just feeling real bummed out. And then Clark was like, he came with me and was like, I'm real sore head and feeling sick as well. Then figured it's because my exhaust is like falling off, so I was just gassing myself out the whole way home because it was raining with the windows, had the windows up. Because all the other times I've driven
Was
down
it coming
here,
through like the vents or what?
oh, it's just coming through the floor.
I don't know if that's possible.
Well, it was all just sucking in, like it was bad. I was like, I came home, I was like, oh, I feel awful. And then the more and more I thought about it was, yeah, the exhaust has been leaking so badly.
Fixed now or not?
Nope, I have a photo shoot as well at 9 o'clock Sunday morning, which is going to be great.
Who's that with?
Mark Hill's doing it. I think
Okay.
he's doing that.
He messaged me about the podcast. He listens.
He's a good lad.
There you
Yes. Did you recommend him Carlisle?
I did. He was looking a mechanic, and I sent him to Carlisle, and he was well happy with that.
There you
He
go.
put up a story being like,
Loves it.
thingy, and then I just messaged him back when he's a cowboy, and he messaged me back on really, and I was like, no.
Freaking out. He's like, oh fuck, just got my car back.
I was like, no, he actually
No,
fixes all my cars.
So yeah. That's the drive-in cinema then.
Driving cinema. Do it again. Do another one.
We should. I like. It was good to do it when you release a big film. Maybe we
Yeah.
could do Worthesy next time or something. But the only issue is if we kind of obviously Let's Go Hydro, our venue, just run the whole thing, and then we are donating once we receive the rest of the money, our proceeds. So as long as somebody's still running one, and we can use their venue, that's really the thing, the concern.
What
Because
about
I can
if
be
you get-
bothered going and renting a big screen and all, and then you have to register the film that you watch with the license. You have to have like
effort.
some sort of
I was fairly impressed with that lorry that showed up like with the TV screen in the back of it. Like,
massive, like,
they have to take off every single screen and store them away.
do they?
Oh, because it's
Well,
all
because
put
like it was like
together,
twice the
It's
height of
just
the
one
lorry.
guy, like.
Yeah.
So I reckon that it folds.
No, but like how would the TV screens go back in? Because like the
Folds?
actual
Maybe like a ladder. You know the way ladders are
Folds.
all like.
like it rolls up.
No, not but ladders don't roll. Not like
James
a,
I'm thinking
not
like guard's door here.
It's a good
No, I'm
question,
thinking more
but
like a ladder
I
that,
reckon
like-
it's automatic.
that like slides into each other. It's like
Yeah.
But it was at least like twice the height of the,
I
or even
someone-
not 3 times
someone
the
said
height of
to me
the,
they
the
were
lorry.
like-
so,
Like,
so it must have like, as you said, like
Like stages?
panels, like
Yeah.
3 panels, and then they maybe go down like that.
Did anybody stay to watch while it went up and down?
no.
No, I think it's maybe still there.
I'm gonna go on
I don't know.
YouTube later and
See how it's
Solve
done, but,
these
like,
mysteries.
How do these TV screens go up? I remember someone was like, "Look at the size of that truck," and all, and I was like, "What fucking truck are people talking about?" Didn't realize there was a truck underneath the screen because I was just like, "Oh yeah." Mm-hmm.
It's big, like.
was-
was it the exhaust fumes got you there?
Yeah, I was hallucinating. I didn't even think, didn't know where I was.
People that choose to go that way, like Tom, so you should be careful.
Yeah, well, they sit inside a garage though. I don't think you could do it like when you're outside. Surely.
Well, it looks like you give it a good go.
Well, it wasn't trying to kill Clark, like,
So why only Clark?
huh?
Why only Clark?
Well, because he was the only one in the car with me. So.
Oh, I thought the rest of them were in the car. They just
didn't.
watched it.
We didn't have it running while we were watching it, just every now and then. But it was just driving.
I started mine up, and then I heard you start yours up like almost. Oh, maybe it was the other way around. Let's see. I don't know. Ooh,
Started up, friends.
we'll find out in the vlog.
Did you get much vlogging doing?
At the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up on it'll be out on Sunday, so it'll be out before this.
Decent.
Yeah, it's cool. We did a funny intro on it, which is a bit more. We're trying to do something else with the vlogs, like we mentioned before. So we're trying to put a bit more thought into them because we're now making them at home rather than traveling around, so we can spend more time on them. So this one, bit more storytelling, I think, is going into them.
Okay.
So this one is kind of funny at the start. We've got a bat being it by Ozzy Osbourne on it.
That's all you need to know.
Oh.
Hopefully you, that doesn't
yeah.
spoil it for you. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's out now.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Let's go watch his life.
But like last week, we did the vlog that we couldn't speak about. Remember, we couldn't speak about it,
But now we can.
but now we can. So it's a first challenge vlog. We're doing a series of challenges with these scrap cars that you would have seen us buy if you watched the first one. And then we did basically our own Top Gear.
Yeah. Really regret my decision on buying my car. Like, it's not very good.
James got annihilated. Like,
Well, I mean, as a car, it's solid.
As a car, yeah, but for what you need,
Yeah.
it's.
like if we had done that endurance race, like,
Well, like, you would have been your car.
I don't think
misfires, so I probably would have had you.
done the endurance. Like, I don't think you're.
No.
Whenever your car heats up, it goes.
It goes off a few cylinders. Like.
yeah, it's fine.
Then I would have flew past.
I think you would have got him in the endurance.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, I'm the hare, you're the rabbit. Is that the
No,
saying?
No, those are both rabbits.
No, gotcha.
Those are
Is
both
it-
fast.
what's-
You need the tortoise.
You're the tortoise.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And the rabbit.
No, mine was slow.
What are you doing?
yours was the rabbit.
Tom's lost it.
Are you the rabbit or the hare?
Well, you never know.
Neither.
I'm the rabbit, I'm the hare.
Yes,
Yes,
you're both
sure.
of those.
But I'm
James is the
losing.
He's the turtle tortoise.
Right, okay.
The turtle.
So yeah, our car destroyed yours.
Yeah.
They give you that sympathy. J turn like.
See, no, right. The J
His
turns.
J turn was better.
The
It
J
was.
turns I had to give equally because they all were fantastic.
No, you definitely your J turn was definitely better, man. I was
That's all right. I
petrified
went-
doing my J turn.
I went as hard as I could.
Like I had never done one before, and I literally was like, I remember sitting there and I had just hit the cone and got into position, and he went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and I was already like, oh my god, I don't even know how to do this. It was so quick, and then I went like, and then you said no, wait, actually we're not ready, and I was like, thank fuck, because I had to like think of it. Like I said, at that point, I'd never thought how to do a J turn.
Oh no, none of you knew. Everyone was freaking out.
Like I knew how they looked, and I was
Oh,
like, wait a second, which side? It was which side do I
you just
turn?
gotta feel comfortable with what side you. It's
Which
like,
was freaking me out.
Zoolander,
I have it.
what side do you turn?
And then I was like, wait, when did I change the gear? Like, I was like, do I hit the clutch and put it in first as I'm turning, or do I wait?
all at once.
And then, so like, yeah, it was a lot to kind of work
It's a lot to
out.
take in. Like
In about the
I was
5
hoping
seconds
to see
he
some
gave
more
me.
cars on the roof, but
We-
unfortunately, like
We had no power steering, like so. Like as soon as you had completed your swing round, it was just like, well, it's going whatever direction you're pointing.
we're involved in it now. Like part of it. No, it all went very well. Me and
Yeah.
Lewis actually, because I was standing beside Lewis and sort of turned around and went, well, that was really disappointing because everything went pretty well.
Lewis was like, "It's the best I've ever seen in like Tokyo."
I see like Bangkok or something as well. It's like, yes.
It was like we watched the back. We're like, what the fuck's Lewis trying to say here? He did save it though a wee bit. But yeah, it was kind of fun. And then Karen was not happy like when she rocked up.
No, she was not pleased with us
No, she
on our
wasn't.
antics.
Leave us alone.
Your car is very loud.
It's ridiculous. Like,
And then when we arrived, Robbie had the thing literally like he was up the flipping Falls Road. It was like handbraking everywhere, and I was like, we haven't started filming yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, went all right. We need to find the other undisclosed location this week.
We need to repair our cars a bit.
I was going to
since
say,
then.
they all look a bit sorry for themselves out there. Like,
I think my radiator's punctured after our.
did we not figure it was the puddle?
Oh, is it the puddle?
Yeah.
I hope it's
There
the
was
puddle.
a puddle there. Like,
Yeah, it was.
Oh, my
That
yoke's
much water
sweet
wouldn't
then.
come out that quick.
well,
Depends how broken it was.
Yeah, basically what happens is after the drive-in cinema, we may have just came back here. Pete pulled out a go-kart. We had it going that, but then it broke very quickly. Something to do with Tom. I didn't break it.
I had a headache. I was nowhere near it. I was just standing behind. Like,
Yeah, I may have broke his go-kart by accident. And then we were like, well, we're a bit riled up now, so let's get the cars out.
something needs to happen. But like, did you not need to mention that happened as well after the barbecue?
Yeah.
So they've had 2 goes at that now. Like,
Yeah, two goes
Yeah,
of
at the
burnouts.
barbecue, I did a handbrake turn and the headlight fell out.
that was great. It was just straight.
That's a classic.
That
Clio,
that
bro.
happened to my Clio as well. Or my
Someone
old Clio.
took the beer tin out of it.
I know, seen
I
that.
was really upset.
Disgraceful.
I know.
Both of them look fucked now, like, but
Yeah.
it was always going to happen. I like the way both your doors don't open properly because the wings are so bent in. Like,
It's because I like to hit into him.
yeah, I forgot how badly you drove into each other. Although, because when you were doing the find the cone,
Yeah.
I was behind and obviously couldn't see like what was going on. But see film from the front, way worse. Halfway up the side of his car and all like.
It actually looks
Perfect.
like you hit me in the camera, but I literally just turned.
No, I did. I did at one point turn away and then turn back into you because I was like, well,
Wow.
As soon as we started, I just turned right.
I
into
think
you,
I,
like.
the cone was forgotten.
I almost feel like our
my
car,
my idea was to push you away from the cone so you couldn't get
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cone. That was my plan.
Okay.
But it's funny that we ended up on the far left.
Yeah.
I definitely thought we were on the far right.
Although I'd see, to be fair, like I do think I was closer in the original before the two cones, 2 cars, 1 cone.
Well, I think I was closer.
Well, I don't know. Like in the video, like it looks like I was closer.
Well, it looks
there
like
was no
I was
measure-
closer.
There was no official measurement.
Well, unfortunately,
Taylor
James.
cheated out of 1 point.
I think we need to rerun that.
Would have made all the difference.
Rerun it. Just one
Rerun
last
it.
effort.
All right,
One last effort.
just
Like-
in a normal car park.
Yeah, it'd be fine. Just find an empty car park. Just go for it.
no, normal car park. Tesco.
Tesco.
Our per car, like whenever we got that Clio, it only had 30,000 miles on it. Like you could have
James gets such an emotional,
nice wee-
like
just 'cause your car's a piece of shit.
relationship with these cars. Like he doesn't want to wreck it.
His was a lot sort of, more.
My thing almost killed us on the way back because its exhaust was also broke and the inside was also completely
Your
fumed out.
car was hilarious. And when it was on the ramp, the exhaust, like someone had just shoved like pipe into it to expand it.
Oh, did you seen it when
I
it was
saw
on
it.
the
It was
thing?
absolutely hilarious. I don't know who fitted that exhaust and how the guy drove to you to sell the car. Like he definitely broke down on the way there. Was he late?
No,
Oh, fair enough. Maybe he left. Like
he never
preempted it.
answered again. Like
Oh,
the
that's
phone.
it. Yeah, he was just like deleted your number and Facebook message. He was like,
Bye.
"See you later, boys."
Well, our car won, so
Well,
says it all.
Did
We did have to take some of James's budget to fix the radiator, but
to be fair, my car was 150 pounds
it was
It
a
was.
bargain.
and it only has 30,000 miles on it,
And
and everything worked.
Everyone, well, does it still work?
No, not well. Yeah,
Well, sure, we found 2 radios as well in the passenger seat, like so it
Yeah,
already
the
paid back for itself. Like,
bargain.
So yeah, if you haven't seen that, that's our latest vlog. No, 2 vlogs ago, and that's the challenge video. Go watch it. We want to do more
Yeah.
with these cars. I think we'll make a series out of it. Should be good fun.
you just want to do more with the cars, whether the cars will last.
They will. We'll just have to use our real cars if that comes down to it. Hilux
Sweet. We're
versus
gonna
the
bump
BM.
into each other. Sweet.
Definitely do a wee tug of war then. Like that'll be interesting to see. I'd pay for that.
Well, maybe I
I'll go do
might
tug of war
eventually
now.
be able to do a burnout.
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
If anyone can help me do a burnout in my M3, I'd stop doing them.
You're really struggling.
You
Isn't it
just
not-
attach it to the back of my car and then you just try and drive away.
I used to be able to do them, now it just doesn't do them anymore.
Maybe because you keep like going through tires. It's like, please, for the love of God, stop.
Yeah. Stop selling.
I think it's time to sell it. Get rid of it.
Nah.
Send her away.
Nah.
Get rid of it.
Nah.
Get one of those
Um,
new ones with a fucking huge grill.
That thing looks woeful. Might have to get a Mercedes next.
Don't do it. Get
Or
an
a
Audi.
Tesla.
Get an Audi. Just do Audi. Like
Tesla.
What do you think? Model 3?
Aye. I'd be all about that.
Performance pack.
with the
Ludicrous
extreme
mood.
Yeah.
or ludicrous.
Crazy. Like,
Is it ludicrous?
I think it's either ludicrous or extremo or extreme.
I'm gonna say
Something.
ludicrous.
he loves to name things in his cars. Like, he's just a big geek.
He doesn't give a fuck, like,
child
X
What-
something.
whatever it's called.
It's named after a spy plane and like some
Imagine
a
that kid
favorite
sitting in
maths
school,
like algebra. Well, they
It's
can pronounce
absolutely
it in a
mental.
certain way.
I don't care.
Like-
Is it not like Charles?
It's probably just Steve.
Stephen. And he's just like,
I see that they had to remove that weird symbol in it because you can't. You have to have letters from the actual alphabet in California when you're registering a child's names. They have to remove one of the symbols from the name.
imagine that. Removing a
That
symbol
symbol
from a
is
child's name.
ridiculous.
Sorry,
but
we
the rest of
can't.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
that one symbol, take it away. But see, the other one's fine. How do you pronounce your son's name? Don't know.
I wonder what the actual like proper name is.
It's like pi or something. Square root.
So its name is. See, I can't even say.
Oh, is it Ezekiel? No, that's Ezekiel.
James just seen it and like was like, oh, that's
That's
Ezekiel. Yes,
Ex-
no problem.
X
X E
It's like-
X A E A hyphen 12.
It's like kind of Chinese, kind of Greek, plus a bit of third year Ad Maz
Look, all of a
with
sudden.
Add a wee L in there and you can have
Some-
Ezekiel, no sweat.
it's
Ash.
X Ash at 12.
Ash.
There you go. Not quite Steve.
I mean,
Bob.
Ash.
There he is.
He's just like, what?
Yeah, so like he has like the filter in the aircon system in the car, and they just call it like biohazard or something mode, and it's just like I just like the name stuff
He
really
just doesn't
cool.
give a fuck. Like he's just like, yeah, name it that. People will buy it.
But I think that's better.
like
People
that,
are
like-
too serious, you know.
Oh, I
serious.
just say, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Like
He's like, why did you program your car to dance?
It's
And it's like,
because I. What was he?
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you could ask that, and he was just like,
Why not?
well, why not?
yeah.
Yeah, why would you not? And you're like, yeah,
You can't argue with it.
why?
Like.
I mean, yeah, fair point.
Yeah, it's like people. You ever think about that? After that kind of, you realize how much stuff's in the Tesla. You look at like a BM, for instance, and you're like, it's such an advanced bit of technology, but it can only really do driving, and the driving's the main thing.
And
But
that's
this, like they have Netflix, they have browsers on the like full big screen. They have like games built in where you can use the steering wheel. You can use your
Summon.
phone to summon. Yeah,
It knows whenever it's broken. It arranges your
yeah, and like
someone to come
it-
fix it.
It's very smart where it can like on its obviously routing, and it can go past chargers. Like
Yeah,
it's
ridiculous.
just like it's actually like how a modern car you'd think would work. Though I did see like, and then if you look at BMW on the flip side, it's like they have an opportunity probably because they have the technology in the cars already. They have the software engineers there in BMW probably can make the technology, and they're like, you know what, we have NFC built into our cars. Let's allow people with iPhones to open their cars, and they just announced that. But instead of just being like this, update it for all cars and make it like a cool thing that previous BMWs can do, they're like, no, you have to buy a brand new BMW, and that's just classic
Spend the money, like.
old way of thinking now.
Whereas your Tesla, you plug it into your house and USB and update it. You've got everything. That's it. Like
It's one of those big thick
you want
USB
dark-
ones
no,
for the
I-
printer.
You want dark mode in your Tesla? Yeah, well, plug her in overnight. Dark mode.
But you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
the old way of thinking, and they
It's
just did it
money
again.
making.
Like it's a cool thing that they did, but I don't think it's actually. They should be thinking like, right, how can we make our cars better constantly? And that's what Tesla do: constant software updates
Yeah.
instead of just pushing them out to new vehicles. If that's the best they can do with the new M5, I'm sorry, BM, but like
Well,
that's
like,
not going to be. That's going to
Working
be.
for them, you figured that. It's like they just
Yeah.
they didn't really care. Like they're making all these new models of cars, and it's like,
Yeah.
why? What is the point? Who needs like a 2 Series Grand Tour? What is that? Or it's like you've got the 4 Series,
enough,
then a
yeah.
3 Series, then a 4 Series GT, which is like what the 4 Series is the coupe, isn't it?
Yeah.
I forgot now. So you
Yeah.
got a 4 Series, which is a coupe. So they were like, they got rid of the 3 Series, and they're like, right, we'll make the 4
Well, they
Series coupe.
reshuffled the thing, so it goes the 1, the 3,
We've used
the
2 now.
5. No, but the 1, the 3, the 5.
Yeah. 6,
the
7.
the 7. No, are the main sedans, 4 doors, and then the number above is the coupes.
Yeah, but it makes no sense. But what I'm saying is, like, you had a 3 Series, which was like your touring, your saloon,
Yeah.
and then you had the fucking 4 door,
Yeah.
or the coupe as well. And then they're like, no, we'll make a 4 Series the coupe.
Yeah.
Then they're like, hold on, what if we make the 4 Series also a saloon with more doors? And people were like,
Yeah. Well, that's the
Huh.
bit that doesn't make sense
That
because
doesn't make sense.
because the 2 is the coupe of the 1, the 4
Yeah.
is the coupe of the 3,
and then they made
the
a
6
two-
is the coupe of the
a
5.
2 with 4 doors,
The
and it's
eight-
like, what the fuck are you on?
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't understand why they do that, but like, it's like who goes in? They're like, yeah, I like the 3. I like the way it has 4 doors, but I like the look of the 4. But like, you know, it's actually the same car. But you know what? I like it a wee bit different. Let's get
Put
the
a
4.
GT on it and sell it to this sucker.
It's like,
It's a completely different vehicle.
and I imagine the whole manufacturing that actually has to go into the infrastructure and those plants to make all the different cars. That's why Tesla are expanding so quickly, is because they're keeping it so simple.
Yeah, it's all like just
Yeah.
one. Well, they've only bought a couple of models, and it's all the same stuff inside them, and they just
If you go on to the website and try and customize one, right? Go into BMW, go to Mercedes, right? Like we'll do it right now.
I actually went on to Tesla and customized them, and there is very little customization.
Yeah.
It's like you've got like 3 different wheels,
Yeah.
a couple of different paint colors, and one is like the long range one, and there's one slightly different, and that's it.
Solar panels, like.
Oh, well, there we go.
So yeah, I'm on the
Cybertruck. We're talking about Cybertruck.
Cybertruck. Yeah, I'm on
What's
the
crack? Well, like, is it? Are they doing it? Because
Yeah.
I heard it was the whole thing that they were like couldn't sell it in some places.
Really?
But
Well,
people took pre-orders and stuff.
something interesting about the Cybertruck. Well, the thing about Tesla is what they do is they generate income and they generate interest in the business by announcing their vehicles well in advance.
Yeah,
You know,
because
and
he
it's-
made like so much off that from
Yeah.
just announcing.
And
that.
it's also just to keep the investors interested, and because Tesla is barely making a profit, as it goes quarter to quarter. So, they need to keep their investors interested. They need to show that they're actually trying to push things forward. But they haven't started production on this. They haven't started production on their new Roadster. They haven't started production on, I don't know on the semis if they have, but I think they have made a good few. But I don't know if they're fully producing the semis either.
I think so.
And even their solar panels there that popped up, I noticed that they made a full presentation about their solar panels, which looked like normal tiles. And then they've actually come out recently to say, yeah, we don't actually have the technology nailed just yet. And
But we'll be there.
there's only about 10 houses that actually have them. But so they're basically like building their whole business on this is what we're trying to do. And they're just trying to scale their infrastructure to get to that point.
But it's because he sort of put all the other stuff out. People are like, no, it'll probably happen. Like he was just like,
That's
fuck
it.
it, shoot one of them into space. And people were like, I did. And he goes, no. It's up there like.
And me and James seen it.
We were there.
Well, with the actual car going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that launch.
I thought you just saw something being lost out.
No, we've seen that
the
launch,
car.
yeah.
That's sick.
So
Imagine just being like one day, well, what happened if we just sent the car into space?
yeah, it's
and
funny.
They were
is-
like, no, you probably shouldn't do it. And he goes, I'm going to do it.
It's funny because they try to shoot that into a Mars orbit, but they missed.
Oh, well.
And now it's just like out there somewhere.
Fuck it.
Because obviously,
Playing-
like typically what happens.
He's all like, no, all my stuff comes back to Earth. No waste in space. Fire that car straight out there. Like,
yeah,
We'll go
it's
get it
it's
later
funny
on.
because like typically, obviously, when a rocket goes to Mars, they have adjusters on it. That's just a car. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's not like
Who
they
do you
can turn the
reckon's in
engine on and like swing her right a bit.
who do you reckon's in it? Like, he's definitely put
It's
someone in
it's spaceman.
Spaceman.
it. Oh, right, but it's someone like
It's ex-wife. That's what I do. Amy, watch out. So Cybertruck, I didn't see some interesting an article that was interested about the Cybertruck, which is one thing I think a lot of people have overlooked, which is the color of it is obviously they're going for that aluminium and they've made that a main feature, but
like the DeLorean.
Exactly like
made in Belfast.
Mm.
The thing about the reason they do those in that color is because they don't have to then have I like your face a spray facility.
Oh, like to paint it afterwards.
You don't
or
have to
before.
have the infrastructure to basically a paint booth, and the whole
Literally just
procedure.
bang that together.
Do they not lacquer it?
Don't know, but I meant as in like they don't have the color options. They don't have to do the different
There's no fucking about it. It's like this is the way it
Yeah.
comes. Either
So
you want it or you don't want it.
The article said I can't remember the figures, but it saves millions and millions.
It'll
and
be a whole
millions.
different plant, and then because like most of the stuff gets painted
Yeah,
before in the whole chassis, and then gets put onto a different production line. 'Cause I watched a video of the BMs getting done once, and like it's a whole different plant. And then once they've done the chassis, it goes
Yeah.
to like the next bit. So yeah, that would
so
be-
so that was a big thing for them. So if you look at the Raptor, and I think it was like the cost for this, I think it was on Joe Rogan's podcast. Actually, funny enough, another podcast still in this content. So yeah, the looking at the Cybertruck cost to manufacture and to start is so considerably less than the cost for Ford to do the Raptor. And that's the thing about the BMs as well, is that like all these optional accessories are like kind of, people love them, but Tesla are getting away without them and they're saving a lot of money by
yeah.
not
Plus, if
including
you
them.
like customize your BMW, it adds like months onto your lead time.
Yeah. So, and then it just takes months to get a Tesla anyway. So,
Man, fuck it, it's all the same.
so yeah.
I like the drawing for Cybertruck, the name, like the
Yeah,
sketch.
yeah,
It's
it's-
like
Like, it is
that-
it is crazy. Like,
it's out there. Like he's like,
You
no,
would-
let's not really go that professional.
You would have to buy those tires though every single time because I mean, it's a nightmare.
yeah, right enough. They've got a custom tire on it. And
Can you imagine owning one of those in Northern Ireland?
I
Like,
know. The thing
people,
here are the scoops.
people would freak the fuck out. Like,
it's cool the back of it, the way you can. That should be our new van. Sack the
absolutely,
van,
like-
get that.
well, you
It's only
could,
double the price.
you can take more people in it. Like, so you've got more people to go to shows. Like, I just enjoy the way he designed it. He was just like, get the oil ruler and an oil straight edge out there, and we'll just hash this out. And that's her.
Yeah.
That's exactly how the conversation went down.
And then
Eat on! Got the ruler.
Where's your right angle there?
where's the Y? Where's the Y? Do you know that he has Model S, Model 3, and then Model X, and then Y because he
Sexy.
wanted it to be
Spell.
sexy?
But he couldn't do E, so he had to change it to 3.
Because Ford had it or something.
What
Yeah.
a child. Good man. I love it. Like I do enjoy the way he's just like, yeah, fuck it.
Sure, that's Ireland.
Is Joe Rogan podcast is good. He's all like, yeah, like AI. He's like, yeah, don't trust it.
Yeah.
And then Joe Rogan's like, hold on a minute, what? And he's just like, yeah, like, you know, I told them not to trust it, not
Yeah.
to let it do all this stuff, and they're all like, what? And yeah, it's like the Terminator movies. It's like, yeah, Skynet.
Well,
Don't do it.
that's exactly what he's saying as well. Like he's about putting the the chips into your head and stuff. I think that's a bit far fetched. He said that's 10 years away, or something
What
like
one
that.
was this?
Putting chips into your head so you're connected to your technology. But I suppose if you look at that, I think that's far too far away. But who am I to know?
What happened 10 years ago?
Yeah, exactly. 10 years ago, I was about to say we barely had an iPhone.
Yeah.
So who
And look at
knows?
us now.
Look at us now.
We went small
3
phones
iPhones.
and now back up to big phones.
Their website's a lot nicer too. Like, look at that.
Can you customize your new BMW so it doesn't have that shite grill in it?
This thing's
Literally, please don't put that in the front of my car. I like the meme where it's like from The Office with Jim, and it's like, you know, aftermarket or bumper people for 4 Series, and he's just looking for it.
Oh,
He's just
yeah.
like, good, do it. But yeah. Do you reckon anyone here is going to buy one? Like, you
a
buying one?
Cybertruck? No.
You get one?
I would be tempted by a Model 3. I think Model 3 is quite cool. But the only thing is inside they're not that luxury like inside. They're
Pretty
going
basic.
like they are very basic inside. But the screen's awesome. Like that's very cool.
It's pretty big.
Let's do a test drive. Vlog it.
Would you go 3? Would you not go for the put your details in?
Should we do a test drive and then vlog it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Can they bring it to me? Like
Yeah, they need to get them. My dad was saying because he got some for some company. For their company cars, he had to get.
Cameron, don't be putting
from
my details on the screen now.
Scotland. I think they have to get them brought over because there's no one over here yet. But they did put a advert up for the new. They were going to be coming here, but then obviously Rona was like, not yet.
It's the Ford garage.
Yeah, Ford garage and Boucher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it going to be the new Tesla?
Apparently so.
It's going to be Tesla. Because Gaza was telling me he's seen it being popped up.
Yeah, they were doing job applications a couple of months ago.
Schedule a touchless
Apply
test
for a
drive.
fee.
Does that mean that I don't
You're not allowed
touch it?
Yeah, it
you-
just drives you. It takes you on the test drive.
Would you go for a 3? Like,
Yeah.
Dublin, look.
Why is that? I don't want to go to Dublin.
yeah, because that's what I say. There is a place in Dublin, but I think they bring the cars over from the mainland if they need to, probably.
All right, well, we're not doing it because it's in Dublin and I can be bothered with that.
Oh, that's that vlog out there. Right
It's
there.
my ruin.
If you have a Tesla, you live in Northern Ireland, let us drive it.
Swing
Go to
by.
Amsterdam, use them as taxis,
It's probably easier to go to Dublin.
but more fun. To go to Amsterdam.
You can't fault that logic.
All right.
What would you not though? Like,
F1's back.
Who cares?
not,
I do.
don't care.
Do you care?
This
No,
weekend.
not even slightly. F1 hasn't been cool since like, fuck.
They used to
late 90s,
overtake.
like. Yeah, and they had like proper cars.
That's right, because the cars aren't proper.
No,
Adam
like,
likes the new one because it's all black.
I do. I like the new Mercedes. I hated the fact. I like Lewis Hamilton, but I like the Red Bull team. And I hated the color of the Mercedes. The silver arrows. I like the way it's all black. It's a lot cooler.
all black is cool. Like,
You can't really see
Let's
it.
get a photo of it.
Formula One just never really did it for me. Like, it was
Same.
just. I would rather have watched like touring cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you watch touring cars?
No, but if I was going to, but it's not
So
on
you don't like
anymore
them either?
because touring cars got shit as well because they took like all the teams out because like what they had like the old Volvos
Aye.
and the Lagunas and the Accords and all the mad shit, and now it's just like Chevrolets and stuff. It's like
Yeah.
what?
That looks good. Like
I enjoy a bit of MotoGP, like that's the job.
Right?
I obviously, as you can tell, I'm fond of F1. I don't like the way it is a bit boring sometimes.
It looks sporty, but it's just what's going on the front here. It's just like
Well, this is the issue, right? So the issue is that there's too much aerodynamics, and they're modifying their front splitter basically to move the air over their wheel in a certain way, and then pushing a lot of it behind the wheel, so then it can be modified here, so then it can push it again under the car to create downforce, and then into their vents to create clean air for the to cool the car. So the issue is that what that happens at the back of the car is that they just spit all that air out. Well, it's all pushed from the top, all pushed onto the spoiler to create a lot of downforce. But then the air behind the car is dirty air.
Right.
And what that means is then the front of every car obviously is designed for clean air.
Yes.
So if they're trying to come up behind a car which is just covered in dirty air,
I seen a video.
it's
about
got
this the other day.
it's got no downforce.
So
The whole issue is the fact that the cars are now far too advanced. And how do you make a sport and then like where there's a lot of money up for grabs and then go no wait, you're too good. You know, it's kind of like
do that.
It's like a time that Renault put 6 wheels in their car.
it's like become a point
Sure,
now
well,
where
yeah.
like the car teams.
Oh, what, the Formula 1 cars? They had
Yeah.
like the two at the front.
Oh yeah.
They let you put 6 wheels in their car, and they're like, "Yo, here."
They also put hydraulic suspension in one of the cars once, and like that's why every single year, every single time, they always try and push. They read the
They all like they all find like
get
loopholes and stuff like
So what they're going to do is eventually they're now going to give a base plate of the car, and the same base plate
To every
basically
team.
has to be the same because that then allows the clean air to come out of the back a lot more uniform. And then they're changing a lot of other things in the cars, like budget caps on the teams, except for drivers. So that means the more expensive, better teams can get the better drivers, for instance.
Okay.
So that still creates a bit of difference, but they're trying to equalize the cars, and that'll all allow cars when they come up. So they've got all the speed come up behind, and then they go into a corner and they've lost all their downforce. So hopefully it
More
will
crashing.
improve it.
It'll be more interesting.
But the typical Formula One way, they're like, we'll do that in 2 or 3 years.
I don't know.
It's because they can't just do it tomorrow because of the amount of development they're already developing next year's car, on that regulations. So it's like, it's one of those things. It takes a while to get around to it. So if you're not interested in it, at least watch the Netflix series, and then it looks a lot more interesting.
So
Right.
They-
Or just watch our vlogs.
well, no, wait, like that after that shite show that me and Robbie and Jay got stuck in, we watched one of the Netflix thing. What's it called? The
We sent
Formula
you.
One thing?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
That is pretty good.
I watched the first episode of that one. It was good, but like
You haven't watched it since, no?
No, it's on the list on Netflix to watch. Like,
With the turn cars, yeah.
there's no touring cars on Netflix. unfortunately.
Rally cars.
Rally cars, that's the one. Like,
That's
no, but
massive
like I
testes, like.
appreciate like all the technology and shit and all this, but it's just it's bad.
You probably don't watch any sport though at all. You just tried me like you just
Oh,
don't
watch a bit of football, you know.
All right, well that says it
A
all.
few pounds left.
No, yeah, that's fair enough. I don't watch really any other sport. That's kind of my thing. So I like it.
That's fair enough.
I don't watch them all, to be fair.
Not
But
all
when I
of them.
do, like, see on Sunday, I will watch the whole thing.
F1
I'll watch.
Sundays,
I'll
like?
watch the 2 hours up to it. I'll watch the race, and then I'll watch about 30 minutes of the after show.
Sounds boring.
I don't know. It's just what are you gonna do on Sunday?
Oh yeah.
Oh, James almost give a real answer
I
there.
know. I was like, that's exactly what I was going to say, and he said it for me.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I like the black car. I hate the green. Like,
I don't mind the green.
just make it look like the Red Bull car, and then it's good.
All black, just no fucking color on it like this.
I don't know why you don't own one of those like Mercedes jackets yet, or like the
I was
shoes.
tempted to
'Cause you
get,
can't-
sure, we were tempted to get one for a laugh, and then it was like a lot of money,
Yeah.
and we were like, no.
You can't wear the Mercedes jacket and drive a BM. They're like people will shout on you.
Let's get a Mercedes GLC. Sorry,
Ben
What?
Hunter, like
get a Tesla and a GLC here.
Sweet.
Nice.
And the jacket.
I'm not getting any of these things. Like, I'm just gonna continue driving my car. Yeah. Should we start rate your whips, and we'll start it with this?
Here, I seen a good thing to show you.
No. You have to start with this. Rate it.
All right, sorry. Oh, it's all right, look.
I just don't get this thing. I know I do understand what it's for to protect the driver's head, but this thing in the front, would you
halo.
not constantly just be like,
Nah, I think it's because you're focused. It's like wearing glasses, isn't it? You don't really
don't
notice-
even notice it?
you
Like,
don't
To be fair,
you
it is
don't
a
notice
bit
your
mad
frame
how
anymore.
fast Formula 1 cars
oh well,
are,
yeah,
like.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Like, what was it? There was a thing.
You're
like,
you're absolutely right though. Like, I don't like the halo. I thought it was far better without it, but
More
safety
death.
and all that.
What was it? The thing it was about the Netflix documentary and like vegan people and like vegan
Game changers.
game changers, yeah, vegan like sports persons, and it was like, was it not Lewis Hamilton? He was like, yeah, I'm vegan for whenever I'm like doing my Formula One, and someone commented, it's like, mate, you sit and drive a car, like, and like it was just the way the guy commented it was great. But I appreciate that you have to be some form of fitness, but like he's like, gives me the edge in my competition, and this boy was like, nah, I doubt like if you eat like a few leaves and stuff, it's
Send
going to
it,
make you quicker.
iPad. Well, Well,
You-
I'm sure the comment was very funny.
It was good. I can't remember right now, but it was just quite funny.
You can't imagine the amount of G-forces and the
So
level
you're
of
saying
endurance.
if you went in,
I'm saying that YouTube comment guy is a
Not-
prick.
I
not
watched.
haven't eaten the meat.
I actually watched a really good YouTube video where it was
Well, I was just gonna say I went vegan for a week and I felt exhausted. So
You did do that.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I watched a YouTube video of like just it was like an F1 fan, but he had to go in a proper Formula One car. And like they let him take it out for a couple of laps and he was driving around. And like one of the things that he'd always heard was like, yes, they're fast, but the thing that you don't understand is how quickly they brake. So he had this in his head. So he was like, after he got comfortable with it, he was like, right, I'm really going to use the brakes this time. So like brake really heavy into a corner. And then they come back in and show you all the stats in the computer, and they were like, "Oh, well done, you used 25% of the brakes." He was like, "What?" And he was like, "No, that's really good for a normal person. Like normal people,
brain
like
went
normally
down his
use like
arsehole,
8."
because it was
but,
so
like,
good, like.
yeah, he said that like his brain came to the front of his head whenever he used the brakes.
Out
It was
his
like it was
eyeballs.
that
Yeah.
hard. But
Well, that's it. They're pulling like some serious G's going around
Yeah.
the corners, and they also weigh you before and after the race, and they have a calculation of how much water your body loses through
Okay.
sweat. So like races like Singapore, where it's like really really humid and warm, they're dropping like kilograms off your body weight due to sweat
from the sweat.
and just due to thing. What's this here?
Did they wring the seats out afterwards?
I seen this on Instagram that our the ILB lanyards are now going up for resale.
Fair
So
play.
on
to
the
this
next
sport. Where's that on StockX?
on the
Depop?
next on the next drop, make sure to get in there and get your
Fair
lanyards
play.
for
Like
50
that's
quid,
out there hustling. Like who is this?
Do you think
It-
Broke Boys bought that
It was
to make their lanyard?
I did do a bit of product development. Like
it was Libo Josh.
So it's not you. You're not stealing lanyards and selling them now.
well, James has now got the great idea to start selling them more. Like, but
Yeah. I need to get some old ones. Though. Yeah,
that's
There you
fair
go.
play. Like
interesting.
you know, you respect the
Here,
hustle.
can we just look at the photos that I have on this iPod here? This started this one.
massive cock.
So
What type of big black one?
you why is this on this iPod?
Slag.
Oh Jesus, this is really dodgy. You shouldn't really do this. What?
What is that even about? Like,
I love how from where
Oh,
I'm
it was
sitting,
my leg, sorry.
microphone completely blocks this bit. So, I
so
just
you're
thought it
just
was-
like, what is
So what we are looking at here is a mouse under like a kitchen or
naked
something.
mole rat?
this is
and-
our kitchen.
Is that a real mouse?
So
there?
is that a
yeah,
real mouse?
this
or
is
that
when
Photoshop?
No, that's photoshopped in. This is whenever we had a mouse in our office.
So somebody put the mouse in.
I'm gonna say Big C has created
And
the
then
mouse
put
and
Jordan's face on it.
it.
Okay, we're looking at a photo
What
under
a
our
combo,
kitchen,
like.
and it is a mouse with Jordan's face on it. There's us at
Oh, remember that? It was such a good time.
where is that? A car?
That's
What car show
Players.
is it?
It's Players.
I'm just. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
He keeps. Don't show him. He's not in it. Keep scrolling.
All right, okay. Is that on? Oh, there you go. It's good to see that those are the photos that we have.
Well, you
on,
started from the last three. Like, oh, nice.
That's the.
if
day.
only you could open your hand through that.
I thought your screen was cracked, but it's just the way your bootlook goes.
That's the wireless chargers in my M3, but typical BM
It
doesn't work with my phone anymore
Oh,
because the phone's too big.
I was gonna say because like half of them people's phones didn't work because when you updated your software, like, anyway, Apple updates and stuff, they were like your BM was like, don't recognize it anymore. So then you'd bring your car in to get it updated, which was just hilarious. It was like, you know, fuck
You have to
that.
bring your car in to get updated.
Oh yeah, you get the software updated.
Bunch
Like,
of ball bags. Right. I'm just not happy about it. Like,
it's all too much. Your Tesla.
just wonder
I would say
how
your
a
Tesla, you'll do it in the house. You'll dock it or something.
no, it just doesn't wirelessly, mate.
Oh fuck, that's you want to stick her in the wee dock in the garage or something. Just
Why?
click
Why
it.
would you stick it into a dog? I thought you were joking when you said that earlier. No, just like how your
I thought
phone.
you really all USB out. You're fucking on the
Yeah,
extension line. No.
You've got like a fuel cap, and inside that you've got a USB cap, and it's just a really long USB cable.
Yeah, sick. And then when it breaks, like Apple, you have to buy a nice shite one off Amazon that never works. half
You
the
just like
time.
try and position it right.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna see some yolks here. Like.
So if you're new to the podcast, what we do, well, we've done it once, is a rate your whip thing. Basically, you post your photo of your car or just tag your car that's already posted on Instagram with the hashtag ILB podcast, and we will absolutely slate it or not slate it, depending on how we
Depends
feel.
what it is.
I've had a few more beers this time, so
You want another beer before we get started, James?
yeah, it's really slated.
James doesn't need another beer yet. Oh, it's top
You have to
posts.
scroll to the recents.
Recents. Right, this start right here. MX-5.
Genuine sports car, all about it. On his
Fuck
name.
Tom.
Whoa, what? James is shit.
There's
So
a
he's-
hashtag that says James.
Oh, I
is
thought you were
shit.
saying I was fucked on me.
I know,
I was,
same.
I
I was just like,
what?
What?
James just we have to, by the way, now give a verbal description of these cars, okay? So what James just did there is points at a hashtag that says hashtag James is shit and shouted fuck Tom. So that's why it made no sense.
But you need
anyway.
to say that the guy's name is Miata Tom.
And his car's also
Yeah,
clapped
we
out.
got that.
Did
Well,
you say
but-
that?
No, I didn't. I just wanted to say that
Oh,
James
yeah.
is shit. You know?
James is shit. Fuck Tom.
Anyway, so it's MX-5
Yeah, genuine sports car. All about it.
Miata.
Nothing
all
wrong
black.
To say about it, like.
What wheels are the Tom?
They look possibly like Rotogrid V's.
Shite.
Oh no, they in fact no, sorry, they're Japan Racing, which is even worse because Rotas are well but that's annoying. Like just get the Rotas. Because it's like Rotas are pish as they are, but then to get the pish version of the pish wheels is like double the pish. But fair play, I'm like she's low and stancy.
Sleepy eyes, like.
Is she what? I wonder is she a 1.6 or a 1.8? James,
I don't know, sir.
don't know. I'd like to see the state of the front of the block.
Shite either way,
Can
Tom.
you, can you tell by that?
No, because the engines all look the same. You
Okay.
need to have a look at. I think it's like the crank.
Tom, unfortunately, these boys who've both owned MX-5s, I'm not going to give an opinion on it because they know far more than me, but they think it's shit, so there you go.
No, well, not fully shit. Like,
Neither backing out of
kind
it.
of. I like this. Like,
Let me check the hashtag
Do you-
first.
I'm not a massive fan of hardtops on Z-Force.
but it's not a hard top as for. It's a proper coupe. That's the way they're made.
Well, there you go. I didn't know
I'm a fan.
I like it.
Me too. It's pretty
that. You
standard.
know what? I actually didn't even know they came as hardtops ever.
Oh yeah,
I actually didn't know. I thought they were just hardtops
No,
to
the
put on
proper
them.
coupe ones are. They are very nice. Very nice.
You know what? That makes it a wee bit cooler now because I thought it was just somebody put a hardtop on it.
No, no.
It's good. It sits well as well.
I like that. Yeah.
Fair play to you, sir.
Work wheels and stuff on it. Very nice. Very nice. Need to get rid of that front.
Did you never
plate,
see
though.
him at the NI BMW
Right.
meets?
I don't go. Sorry.
I like it.
I love S2.
yeah.
S2000s are
Prime?
very nice car. Very prime frost.
Sorry, Jesus, we're not describing the car. This is what? How would you describe a
It's Daza _
lightning blue
S2K on
STK?
Instagram. You get that up right now. Look at it.
Um,
There you go.
there you go.
I like
It's
it.
fantastic.
What are they? Are
BBS
they,
wheels, like.
are they LMs?
Yeah.
They look real, just because they're
No,
shiny.
They would be real like
Yeah, 100%.
Well, you never know. Like
No, I know.
here, Dazzler.
LMs. Like.
Why have you hashtagged I love bass? What the hell's that?
Because Daza, like myself, doesn't know what the fucking name is anymore. Like, good man. Keep it I love bass. Keep it strong. Keep it going.
Shut the fuck up.
I will sell. I have an old I love bass sticker I can sell to people.
Here we go, boys.
Good luck for your fucking lawsuit.
Lupo
They are gonna
Josh,
go in
He's on the
hard.
resale of the lanyards, boy.
Is it that boy?
Right, Josh. First of all,
Here, he's made 2 yokes
don't
here.
be.
Which one am I
If
going
you get
for?
50 quid for that lanyard, we want 20%.
Also,
Put it
Josh,
towards your car.
don't actually give it because you may possibly get sued for doing a Marlboro livery. So lawyer up because they'll go in dry.
What?
No, did you not see a thing? The boy in America got sent a cease and desist for doing a Marlboro livery on his
No.
car.
What car was it?
I
thought it was a
probably like
Liberal.
a 350Z or something. Pish like. But
A Mustang. Right. Well, it's interesting.
I have a soft spot for Lubos because I had a Rosa, which is like the poor man's Lupo.
Are we going to
Stray.
overlook the fact of he's
The Marlboro thing's missing on the side of it.
no,
Like,
just that it's a Marlboro livery.
well, fuck it.
I don't mind it. What are these?
I like the
wheels?
Yeah.
I like the
Standard
toy
wheels.
car.
He has built 2 yokes.
Listen, he's trying to sell his lanyard to get more
I love the way
money.
you slated the MX-5.
He called me shit.
All right,
He
gotcha, gotcha.
He's dead to me.
Get the Lupo on its ass. Get that thing decked. Get some wheels on it. Maybe take off the stickers.
Smooth that front plate. Like, don't wrap it white to make it more obvious.
The Marlboro is you've like attempted it.
Yeah,
But
it's
then
the
it's
side,
not- it
the
doesn't
side
look
bit.
finished.
The side bit, he was
Whoa.
just like, ah.
We don't read the
It's
description.
only 20 quid into the
We
post.
still-
He's only 20 quid.
That's why he needs that 50 quid.
How the hell did you make?
Oh
off-
no, okay, wait, sorry. This is a small car we're talking about.
Oh shit. Sorry, Josh.
Oh, gosh. Oh, okay, that's better. We can't see
What
the
are
side of
these things at the side of the wheels?
it. Car
on-
failures?
Oh my god, they look like
No,
they're
wait, what
they're
movie
trying
is
to
that
like,
in where he fires them out the side of the wheels?
Oh.
What movie is that?
Death Race.
It's not Death Race. It's like an old movie. It's like the center cap comes out and like shreds your
Aye.
man's wheel.
I don't know what that is, but I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so
Very
people
well,
listening at home, what we've got here is we've got obviously a Lupo, which has a Marbo livery of sorts, and then one of those toy cars. It's slant.
He's also went for a
What are they called? What are those things that your kids?
Little tax
little
cars.
tax.
Bubble cars.
Are they? Yeah.
Well, I used to have one, and then I remember my mum's
Such
friends. My mum's friend's son came down the hill in one,
Done more than the Lipo.
pitched her on its side, and fell out of it. Like,
these are cool.
Yeah.
So we're looking at
Mark
what is
1
it? A Mark
Fiesta.
1 Fiesta, is it?
yeah, rate it. Like,
Um,
all Fords are better than new.
it's
Fords,
on.
like
It's what color is that? Like a
mint,
mint green. Yeah.
like Pete's TT.
It's
like a
on
Fiat 500.
hydraulics.
No, it's Nordic blue. It says it in the hashtag.
Jesus, you boys read hashtags. Like
Well,
I'm like sitting here.
it makes you not look like an idiot.
It's true. I'll maybe start doing that.
Yeah, do it, like.
Maybe would have known that about that Z4.
Can we
Yeah.
see the next one?
Yes.
That's lovely.
Yeah, it's very
I
cool.
like that.
Is
I
that
like that.
oh, it is. I was going to say, I looked at the hashtags. It is at Goodwood. Well, I looked at the location, sorry.
Also, our mate Ross took a photo.
Yeah, nice photos too. Cool.
Yeah. Nothing
Very
to
cool.
slate.
Simple.
Hmm.
Really like it.
Okay, I googled that and can't find it, so we'll come back to it. Like,
Is that sparkly?
ooh,
That
that's a bit much. That like,
I don't like the paint. Sorry.
it's a wrap.
Don't like the
definitely.
wheels. Sorry.
There. Oh, this is that not that
Sorry.
girl's one that she put those like, it's like fucking.
Oh, she didn't even enter this here. Somebody else has entered this.
We're
and I
just-
were just
it's
sitting in
like-
a car.
No,
That's
like she
hectic.
worked for like Yzmazmz's Rap or whatever you called it. That place in England. She put those like 8 series or 7 series wheels on it, and it was like, okay. But I don't know if she still has it. She might have sold it
Well,
on. But I
she
remember.
didn't enter,
I
so we'll
remember
move
those
on here.
wheels. Yeah. Okay.
Mark 6 Golf, Mark 7.
Southend on Sea. That's where I go for training with my old job, and it is a shithole.
Mark 7. He read the hashtags. James is just on the noise. I'm just trying to guess.
I
It's a
quite
side
enjoy.
profile shot, so it was a wee bit difficult because I'm not a big golf geek. So,
I enjoy
but
Mark
the back,
7s.
back 7. That looks
Our
like
Mark
a 7.
7's the ones that have the wee red line that continues.
There's
to
just
the
a little
right
bit.
detail.
The
They're,
front lights.
they're
That's
just
fucking
It's
sweet.
cool. Like,
they're harder lines, aren't they, than a 6? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're just like
yeah.
sharper everywhere. Bit like that jet Elon Musk named his child after. Maybe
Maybe.
he liked the Mark 7 Golf. You never know.
It looks good.
I like it.
Hashtag low. I'm reading hashtags here, trying to make myself look cool.
Was it? I don't know what wheels are on it. Is it like Waterco wheels or is it Kansai wheels? I don't know. It looks well, sits well. See, it's got that, but it's also
Here, look
like,
at this.
added Kansai. Oh, there he is. Oh, Josh. Joshua.
Joshua.
Joshua builds motors like.
He
What is that?
is
It's
fond of a whip.
Oh no, it's in
and a
Rosa.
Rosa.
That is in Rosa. Now this is cool. Like
So let's describe it for people listening. It's absolutely on the floor.
Mark 1 Sierra Rosa
There we
in
go.
red with
With
an
a
open air conversion,
Open air conversion on it.
which is usually out of polos.
That's a difficult thing to fit.
Oh, all the boys in England love doing this. They're like, yeah, open
is
air
that
conversion
about?
for sale. They just chop holes in everything. They're like, fuck it, get the angle grinder out, bolt her in. But yeah, Josh, I follow Josh. Like some of his cars, well, pretty much all his cars are
It's not
fucking
equipped
sick.
too, like.
Paint
so I
looks
mean,
different there, but that's probably just how the photos edited, isn't it?
Yeah, he builds his own coilovers and stuff now, like, which is pretty cool. He was chatting to him, and he's got some boy machining him up coilovers. So
I like
that-
how he has LCD in his number plate.
I like how this guy's asking for his wheels back in the comments.
Should I right now?
I don't know if they're his because I don't know what do you call them? Ricky had them as well, but they all have the same wheels.
Yeah, so that's cool. Joshua.
Joshua.
____.
Candy showroom loves it.
He's a
yeah,
YouTube commenter.
That's his daily driver.
He likes to comment on the
That's
YouTube.
his daily
That's his
driver?
daily
like that.
driver. He fucking sure.
That's
He's
cool as fuck.
fires about that. And he's his Beetle, and then
Is
he
it on
had-
air?
No, static. As I
Fair
say,
fucks to you, fella.
builds his own coilovers and stuff.
Hashtag reveal your specs, and then he didn't reveal the specs. Interesting.
Can't do that. You can't reveal your specs on the internet. You got to make people feel stupid.
What about that boy that messaged me about D28 wheels?
Oh yeah, but no, you definitely have 17s.
Do you have something?
What size
No,
are you? with?
16s.
That boy's got the yoke by the
Is that my
castle.
old car in Carrick Castle? Like
Look at them tips, boy.
She's a diesel.
that's a sporty yoke. Like this is a F30. Are they? F.
Yes.
I don't.
You're almost there. Like
Well, hold on. I knew that.
no,
You did
didn't.
it.
You
That's an
questioned it. Like,
F33 series, and then James obviously looked at the hashtags and it says that, and I keep forgetting. Carrickcastle, didn't know.
I
only
actually-
knew that by the wall because we're local.
I actually watched a documentary about Carrickcastle. It's on Netflix.
You do that on Sundays, yeah?
Netflix.
Yeah.
While I'm watching F1.
Yeah,
Boring bastard.
Netflix series, Britain's Greatest Castles.
Ancient aliens.
Right, here's your feedback.
He's
Cool.
got a
Get
40
Bros.
plate with a wee.
Get rid of the
BMW
number
on it.
plate.
Fuck
Looks
40 plates in
absolutely
the bin.
terrible.
40 plates are for. Well, I'm not even going to say it.
Oh, that's clean though. I like how
See-
you've painted your wee braces. I think that's
Okay.
cool.
You know what? I don't like it.
I don't like that.
I do like that.
Do not like.
I like it when it's on a sporty car.
It's
I
like-
don't like it when it's on like a
It's
big
like painting
diesel,
your backing
big
plates
diesel work.
on your fucking brakes. It's like, why the fuck do you bother painting that? Like,
I like.
if anything, paint it black.
I
so
don't
you
like
can't see
orange
it.
orange fogs
They're
at all.
yellow for a start.
Sorry.
I'm about this. Like.
The yellow fogs.
So I'm gonna do a bit of roll cage.
But I like those shape of cars, and I like them with a splitter, and I like them with the side skirts. I like them lowered, but yeah, just a wee bit of those. Yeah, no, those
baby.
those yellow fogs are not for me.
Yellow fogs is JDM as fuck though.
But that stands. Lupo Josh back
the man
again.
himself, like.
You know what? I like.
Yo,
him.
he needs
I like,
to get them
I like
heels
the,
down
I
though,
like his
like-
attitude.
Needs to get them heels down. You can't squat like that. Like, got like the heels flat. on
Here,
the
this
floor.
thing is decked.
Yeah, it's. I don't know why you said the deck. I like because it was low. Like.
It didn't. Well, those are different wheels, are they not? In that photo.
Mm.
No, let's go back in there. Hashtag guys.
No, the same way.
same one.
Same way.
Same there again.
Looks really low in this photo. Alright, fair enough. Here I like.
Here, is that a Rover
Yo!
25? Like,
What is that? An MG or a Rover? Like,
it's a
yes.
Rover 25.
Oh, James, unbelievable.
That's
like,
a yoke. Like.
Newcastle. That is that down at. That has to be at like.
That's Bloody Bridge.
Is Bloody
The
Bridge.
front of
Isn't
them cars just look so sophisticated, don't they? Like they're just.
it? Look at that. She's a Mordor and everything. I
It
hope
is
that
a
is a
yoke,
diesel.
like.
Like, I hope that's
It's
diesel.
100% a diesel.
100% diesel. Reeky as fuck, by
Like, he's actually color coded his window deflectors, unless that's
Who
reflection.
is this boy? Good man.
That's sick.
That is cool. Like,
10 out of 10. Best yoke we've seen.
mate, those things go quick. They're rapid as fuck.
She smoke out the back.
She's
of
a
them, like.
type R smoker right there. Like.
Well, you
Like
know what,
the
boys,
fact
you-
that they have color coded the window deflectors, but not
It's got more doors as
the
well.
bump strips.
More hinges for more minges.
Wow. I already seen that. That's tick.
There's that
What do you think of
thing
that
with the
there,
hard
James?
top.
Andy Mo,
Very
like.
nice. Andy
Andy Mo.
Mo, the man himself.
So this is a man with a nice hat standing on the top of a land. I don't know what the hell is it. Is that a Jeep?
That is a Jeep. That actually
That
is
is
a
an
Jeep.
actual
That
Jeep.
is an
That's a
actual
Jeep.
Jeep. We're
Right.
allowed to say
I
that
don't
without
know.
James getting angry.
I was gonna say that.
Andy Mo, we've actually talked about him on the podcast before because he went straight in with the MOT exemptions.
And was like, yep, fuck it.
Got that yoke back on the road. 5-inch lift kit.
Yes, sir.
I think's nice though. Sick.
It is cool. Like,
It is an
Did you
absolute
see the video
boss,
of him
like.
just driving? I don't know where they were
Yeah.
coming out of. It must have been Ross Trevor or something
Yeah,
where they're
he
doing
was
the
just on
bikes.
the-
And he was just like, who needs a road?
Why is he?
Andy-
Why is he tagged the photo in Panama City, Florida? Do you know that, James?
I think it's because he's got a hat on.
A Panama hat?
Gotcha.
Who knows?
There's us.
That's us.
There's a yoke there. Like.
There's a yoke, Garrett.
K20. Bye.
I like when this get pretty Northern Irish. I wonder if people can understand us when they're just when we
Probably
get
have
really
no
Northern
idea.
Irish.
Well, if you say
It's,
yoke pretty aggressively or what?
So yeah, if you want your car slated or rated, wow, I just made that up. You like that?
He's a
There we
poet
go.
and he's not sure that he is aware.
Then hashtag it ILB podcast and on Instagram. Don't put it as a story, put it as a post.
If you do
Because-
hashtag James is shit, I'll slate it even
Yeah.
more.
James's shit will get you more abuse. Son.
And we'll slate it or rate it. We need an intro slide where it says slated or rated. Cameron, can you make that for us?
Cue one up.
Cameron. No, he doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to speak.
Okay, fair enough.
Huh?
What up? Your birthday's coming up. You were excited
is.
about that.
I am very excited. Big 29. Big boy.
Big
Yeah,
2-9.
almost
Like,
30, like.
Almost 30, but not quite.
Bars are opening for you.
Bars are opening. I think some are open at the minute. Pete just sent me a.
I'm going out tomorrow night.
Where are you going?
Margot.
Margo. Well, they
It's the
said
only
like,
place that took me.
they said, aye, 'cause
Everyone's-
most
everyone's
places are
booked.
by appointment. But
Yeah.
I Pete sent
By
me
appointment?
a
What are you getting? Your teeth like that?
photo. I spoke to Nigel and he was just like, the TT's appointments only is like get your appointment in for £6. It's like you book an appointment.
Yeah, booking, just like you'd
Ah,
say
well,
booking. I was
ah,
more
well,
making
no.
fun of the fact you said
But
appointment.
that's what Nigel said, so I was using that lingo. Like, but yeah, no,
No,
like
we do book your dinner. Like
loads of places are only serving it if you buy food, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
down south.
outside, you're allowed to drink. Inside, if
Inside.
you want to be inside, you have to eat because nothing says coronavirus like not eat.
£17.
As soon as coronavirus sees that burger, it's
Like,
oh,
can't do it. He's
Oh.
eating food. Leave him be.
Yeah, I got tested for coronavirus today.
What are you?
I haven't got the results. Antibody test.
Well, I hope you fucking don't have it.
Well, no. It's tested to see if I had it.
Can you then give the what do you call it? Oh, what the fuck's that name?
I like
my,
that
My
hand you did.
brain is fucked.
I really need to pee.
Blood thingy.
So yeah, they took.
Plasma.
Well,
You can do the
they took
plasma
my blood,
thing.
and the woman was to concentrate and ask me questions. So she went, "Oh,"
Oh.
as she did it. And I was like, "That's not good." She's got a needle in my arm. Why is she saying, "Oh"?
Yeah, whenever
And then,
someone's taking
and
your
then
blood
I,
and says, oh,
I'm
it's
I'm
like,
all right getting blood taken,
"Oh, fuck,
but
I hate needles, man.
well, I had to get quite a few ones when I went to Philippines, like rabies, Hep A, Hep B, all them ones. But
After you came back,
no, well,
check you all right.
got a rabies one while I was there. You know, Amy bit me, and so
She's going to space and she has rabies.
no,
Not working out well for you.
so I'm all right with it, but it weirds me out a wee bit whenever you look at it. No, it doesn't. It's fine. But what happened is it weirded me out because
She had a
went,
2 meter broomstick, and it
she-
was attached
and
to
then
the
I
end of it.
went, and then I
Liver
just
picker.
I just looked down, and she went, oh, it just went through it. And she'd like put the thing too far through the vein, and then pulled it back a wee bit, and then the blood kept coming. And then she was like, "Oh, just went through a wee bit. You might get a bruise." And I was like, at that point, it freaked me out a wee bit.
Nah, like see, like giving
We
blood,
be
they-
sweating.
Nah, like my knees and all, like my legs will go weak. But I remember I was getting blood taken, and like
I was about to head on, and she went, "No, you just sit there a
you
minute."
just sit
I was
there,
like,
but-
"Whoa, what have you done to me here?"
I said to the woman, I was like, I really don't like needles, and she would just turn around and goes, "Wise up, you're covered in tattoos." And I was like, "Lady, it's different. It's completely different."
Last time I was in hospital, she pulled my arm down like up there, and she was like, "Oh, you're all right with needles then?"
It's
And she
like, I
went
just-
clunk straight into my arm, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay."
I remember I had glandular fever, and whenever I was coming out of hospital, they took like blood samples, and they took 7 of those wee things out of me. And I just looked down, and I was like, "Listen, I need that to continue going." And she was just like draining it out of me. I was like, "Lady,
No, they could take like a good liter out of you.
no,
Like,
it's so weird, like," and you're just like, and then see when you're talking about it, you can feel like where they've taken
No.
it for. It's like a phantom needle. It's like,
they whenever Amy's got a lot of mentions in this.
Does she watch
When we
this?
were going to Philippines, and she wouldn't want me to say this, but sure, she went to get her injections because we're getting the rabies injections and the other ones, and she was like him and a ham, and she was just asking her about the rabies injection, like how much it is, and like should I get that, and the girl was like advising her
that
about
is
it,
rabies.
but she was there to get the Hep B injection, and then she injected Amy, and then she went, I just gave you the rabies injection. So she gave her the wrong injection because they were talking about the rabies injection while she was getting
That's
injected.
not
Like
good
that's
from a
not good.
medical
Like
device. Like, oh, I accidentally put this wrong needle
yeah,
inside
I
you.
accidentally
It's
gave
like
you
sometimes
rabies.
heroin addicts know which right needle to do, like, but like medical professionals, like, whoop, wrong one.
Some
So then she went to the other arm and had to give her because you can't do it in the same arm. So give her the other one. She went, well, you've had the first one, you may as well come back. She got it for free. It's
sent-
115 quid or something.
Fucking right, it's for free. If it was an accident, you'd be like, I didn't want that.
Amy started to panic. Like she was like, I don't know, I have to go somewhere else to get the second one.
have
She
to
might
be-
charge me for the first one.
Have to be bitten by a dog now to make this worth it.
I send the wrong
Wouldn't
air
go that far.
fresheners out sometimes. I mean,
Whoa.
didn't I
What?
get to keep them?
What did you say?
One time I sent an air freshener wrong.
One time. You said sometimes.
Well,
Sometimes,
sometimes-
doing this on the
sometimes,
often?
one
Sometimes
time.
I just do it for fun.
Sometimes one time.
That's what I meant. One
I'm
time.
watching you.
Whoops. They just put it in the envelope. Whoops. Oh dear. Oh no. Licking it and all.
We're meant-
Oh no, it's in the wrong one.
You better not be licking the orders, James. You licking the orders again?
You're not
Spits
meant
on
to.
them,
I came over, I realized we have a box of free sweets to give out, and I came over and I was like, you give out them free orders, free sweets with the orders, James? And Jim's like, oh, yep, and he's like starting to sweat, and he's like,
Sellotaping in the back of the envelope.
Daffy wasn't.
Good.
Are you giving them out now?
Yeah.
No.
No, yeah.
So
Comment in any
order
of the videos if
on
any
the
of them
line.
come
On the line.
On the
on
line.
the net.
This is a good time to say this podcast is sponsored by ourselves. Buy some merchandise. I'm wearing some. James is wearing some.
I'm wearing one.
You're wearing one. Yeah, shop.ilbdriversclub.com and buy some merchandise. Help support us. Get some free Haribo.
That is an ILB.
James will what?
I can't remember what I put on.
It's
when I
what?
got- fucking ILB. No, this one.
That's what he said. ILB's fine.
He said I love bass.
No, this
He
one's
said
the
ILB.
Did he?
ILBS. This
I
is the
got I that
ILBS.
we see that was before the rename, so we were like, right,
Almost there.
we're gonna just go for this,
Initials.
and then we very quickly left that and we just kind of scrapped that idea.
ILBS.
Should we mention that we've got a load of new clothing actually coming at the end of this month, and it started sort of
That was creepy.
something just fell over in the office. The end of July,
It's all those orders that James has.
first couple of weeks of August,
It's all the sweets in the packets.
and we're basically going to all custom, so everything's going to be should be like a complete
So,
refresh.
right, whenever you said custom, I got really confused.
Okay.
I was like, can we go on to the website and be like, I want to customize my order?
Okay, got you. No,
No, it's okay. So just
So basically
clarify
the
that
We
people,
are
like,
we are
gotcha.
Tesla.
yeah.
We only have 3 options.
So, all right, fair enough. The majority of people who start clothing brands print on other garments. So, like, you'll go and, like, Northern Ireland love Fruit of the Loom. You've heard of them before?
Oh, yeah, I've seen a few of those.
Or Gildan, and there's a load of other ones. We use, I'm not going to say that, which ones we use, but before, and then you just print on, you buy those garments, you send them a screen printer, they print onto it, and sometimes you just sew on extra labels on the top. But if you wanted like a custom fit, so if you wanted to like be longer, if you want your sleeves to be longer, if you want the thickness, you want the colors.
Like full custom.
Yeah,
Right,
if you want
okay.
to sew in labels into the seams like this one.
So did you do like extra long arms and short body?
Yes, because I'm an abnormal person.
Nice.
It's actually the same as our last ones.
One arm longer than the
So
other.
then,
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
so
yeah.
all we basically based them off other t-shirts that we liked, and then customized them a little bit,
Okay.
and did about like a good few rounds of samples back and forth with the supplier, and then we now have a finished like blank tee and blank hoodie,
and all
which-
the sizings that you like and all the shapes.
exactly, and
Okay.
then now we'll be able to roll that out. So then at least our t-shirt will feel unique to us.
Oh, compared like so, yeah, right, okay, yeah.
So
got
like
it.
you know, like a lot
Yeah.
of people like us before were just printing on other t-shirts, which
Aye,
is
so if
fine. And
everyone's got
you
a
know
Fruit
what?
of the Loom shirt, they all
Yeah.
know they all sort of fit the same, but
Yeah.
yours are different.
And then we should be able to get a more premium feel because we're going for a specific fabric and a specific kind
What
of
fabric
blend.
did you go for?
Egyptian cotton.
Nice. Nice.
The new ones are actually a 50%
Mad.
cotton, 50% polyester, so to stop the shrinking.
Shrinking. I fucking hate shrinking.
And
That's
and
100%
also because
cotton,
they
doesn't it?
actually feel like 100% cotton is softer, but the other one it wears better. So this is actually our hoodies are 100% cotton because they're a lot bigger.
100% cotton t-shirts, more prunable
think-
to fire. Prunable? Prone to fire.
How many beers you had, James?
I need another one like
2.
Tom,
yes.
what do you think of card machines? Oh no, what do you think of businesses not having card machines?
I think it's a pretty poor excuse. Like, but it was like Birdcage on up at Stranmillis. They every weekend. I went there like 2 weekends in a row, and they kept saying, "Our card machine's down. Card machine's down. It's broke." And I'm like, "Listen, don't talk shit. I know what you're at. Like, just fucking speak to me like a normal human being. I know
Yeah.
what you're at here.
Like-
Like, if you want to say you're dodging tax, that's cool with me. But don't give me that fucking bullshit excuse of being like, our card machine's broke. It's like it was fucking broke yesterday and the weekend before. Stop pissing in my pocket."
It's true, like
Just a man up and admit it. It's like, fuck a tax man. Like, here's your cash. You're like, no sweat, kid. Take them fucking notes.
cash only,
Cash only, no bother.
no tax.
No tax. I'm not a fucking moron.
I
Like.
know it's kind of like you know what always gets me about it. If we have an iPad and a fucking card machine in a tent in a field,
Aye. Like, yeah, I know it's.
you
yeah.
can have a fucking card machine in a in a hairdresser, like
100%.
or a barber's.
Aye, well, it's
Or-
like a fucking. It's an app on an iPad, and then you get a fucking. Sure, them boys.
it charges you like 1.9%. You know what I mean? You drop more of that down your sofa, like you know what I
them
mean?
boys that had like the Northern Bank, did they not have to have that wee fucking dongle thing? So like you can get like it's for doing bank transfers. I just remember my mate. He's like, I really do bank transfers. He's like, hold on, do I break out my dongle? And it's like, what the fuck are you at? You got a briefcase for that? Like,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
it's wanked out. Like, just don't shite me. And
If you've got a business, get a fucking card machine.
it's not hard. Like Pete has one. Like, and Pete
I know.
works
Sure,
in a
sure.
work-
I used that
Aye.
mix on it.
Pete and Carlisle have them, and they actually
Wasn't
were
happy,
sold
like.
them by the guy who plays Johnny Dogs in Peaky Blinders.
Really?
That's a real. Swear to God, that's the fucking truth. Like, because Carlisle was like, I recognize you, and the guy's like, no, you wouldn't know me, and he was like, you're in fucking Peaky Blinders, and your mom was like, all right, okay, but yeah, he sold them like, and apparently it's all dodgy. And I was like, well, makes sense. He's a gypsy.
This is true.
Tom now has a Cobra.
I have a Cobra.
I actually went to grab one of them for some reason and then got confused.
I know
and-
you said you having a Cobra and then walked up with the Carlsberg.
Well, it's because I give you my one and then lifted James's Guinness and then took the Carlsberg right hand in my hand. Like, it
Cobra
doesn't matter
Definitely
how
has
is the Cobra.
thicker taste. We should just do different beers.
We should.
Bless you. If you don't say bless you, it doesn't cram your soul back into you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
COVID.
But yeah, no, like we should just sample different beers. I think that should be a thing.
I know we're really bad at like that was meant to be the idea every year. Every year.
A
This is-
yearly
Every
pod-
month.
A
this-
yearly
that
podcast.
happened again.
No.
Remember at the start of the podcast, I kept saying every year instead of every month.
Did you? I can't remember.
Anyway, every 2 weeks we should have had like unique
As long
beers,
as
but
like,
now
well,
we're
you
just
could get
drinking
people
the
to
same
suggest
stuff.
them, but then people will be suggesting them shite hipster beers, which are all like
IPAs, mad
oh.
IPAs. Why don't like
As long as mine's Guinness, I'm down. Look.
if anybody knows
This
any
is
local
like
brewers,
Guinness or
let us know.
Buckfast.
What
Here,
beer.
do you remember we talked about the Furloughed Monks?
Yes.
So I was chatting to my mate. He's moving to Warrenstown.
A furthered monk.
Furloughed Monk. He is not a furloughed monk, but he was saying he was moving down towards like Lurgan and stuff. And I was like, well, that's where all the Buckfast is. And he goes, he was speaking to the girl in the wine mark around the corner from his house, and she said all their supply of Buckfast went to Lurgan.
Really?
Apparently, that's where it all had to be sent because they were like, get it down here.
There'll be rats.
There will be there would be rats, like. But yeah, just still while on the topic of Buckfast, I thought I would say that.
We weren't on the topic of it.
Well, we're talking
Topic of alcohol.
talk of alcohol.
Well, you don't have Buckfast again today. You're letting the viewers down.
Sorry.
I think that should be
Alright.
how many podcasts have you done?
Can we all do it? Like, not
Is this
just
the
me.
ninth? Do
What?
we have to get a special guest for our 10th
I
one?
was
Like,
going to say if you're doing like the 10th one or whatever, James has to do it.
All of us have to do Buckfast.
Okay, all of us will do a Buckfast. I'll do a Buckfast, but I will whitey like.
That's
I'm
fine.
not, I'm not a big, like, I actually don't mind the taste, but I don't like to drink the whole bottle. I just want the.
Do we have to do a 10 or can we do a wee half like just to be
We do we ha- as long as you're singing it, like.
straight away?
Why do you always have to sink it?
Because you have to, so you don't taste how bad it is,
It's just
and
like,
you regret if you savor it, you regret it the whole way down. But if you just bang it, done. You're like, well, that was awful, but we're done now.
Yeah.
I
And
like
then you just-
Jägermeister. I like Jägermeister. I
I
never
like Jägermeister.
I don't mind Jaeger.
Psychopath.
People who drink it
Psychopath.
like by themselves, like by itself, they're just like,
by themselves.
Have a glass of
Set it
Jäger.
over.
Jäger
just
on the
drinking
rocks.
Jä- If you drink Jägermeister by yourself, you
You're
are
a
a psychopath. Somebody sent home right now drinking. Why? Why did you say that to me?
remember Jaeger bombs? Like,
Oh.
well, it's still a thing, obviously, but like,
JP's
RIP.
mom used to call them
R.I.P.
Jaeger bombers.
So did a load of people.
Jaeger bombers?
Yeah, a load of
Huh.
people did that. I think that was a thing.
that was just.
Why are you
box
making fun of
Jaeger bombs.
JP's mom?
Because she, like, at JP's 18th birthday, she was like, right, boys, on the Jaeger bombers. And we were like,
Was
Is
she
yeah.
at-
that
she
when
at
I
the 18th
came really
birthday?
late, and then
Don't know.
picked you up and brought you back to Jay's at the what was it? What bar?
Windrose?
Windrose, yeah,
Yeah,
was.
probably wasn't.
There you go. I was there.
Where is the Windrose?
Carrick.
Of course, it is.
Carrickfergus,
I recognize
County
the name.
Antrim, Northern
Antrim.
Ireland.
Good documentary on the
Kingdom.
castle.
Keep what?
Documentary on the castle.
Yeah,
Netflix.
Netflix.
that's a show.
That's not a show. Netflix is its own
All right.
thing. It's got the show.
It's got the shows. That's got the shows.
That's got the shows, lad.
This is dragging on. All right, I think that's about it.
We need to do
the
the contest. Competition.
Do the contest.
All right, used to like doing hand signals or something towards each other about the things that I haven't done.
Well, you were going to wrap it up, and we said before we started again, what do we need to cover? And we all said the contest.
Well, I didn't hear that, or maybe I heard it. Sometimes I hear
You
things
were
and
too
I just
busy
pretend that I
getting
didn't
your
hear it.
Carlsberg That's not a Cobra.
Talking about
Here.
yourselves.
By appointment. By
Pardon?
Jesus.
by appointment to the Royal Danish Court. On the topic of appointments.
Yes,
Adam got
Tom, you
tested for
don't
COVID.
make an appointment to have dinner.
What?
You make a booking
Why am I being brought on this?
because
Because
that's,
that's
what it
what
started.
it started, but on the Carlsberg can it actually says.
Here,
By
by the
does that
way,
mean they drink them in the Danish court?
Yes. So they get shit done in
That's like the
Denmark.
first meeting.
you on that there, Cameron? If
Oh,
you
no.
haven't seen it, the strip,
I
2000
absolutely love your man's LS. Like.
H2I
fantastic.
It's just
2019,
really
the strip 4.
I like the way because he's got no fog lights down the bottom. You can see the spark coming off the front subframe here. It's just like that's why he doesn't have them. That makes sense. So much money.
All right. Anyway, and also, which thumbnail's better? All right. Anyway.
Look at how many
Yeah,
times.
what
the
about I
clothes
Love
are like.
Basketball TV? That's a good job.
Yes, whenever I'm going on the ILB, it always comes up, and I'm like, "What? Click on it. Let's see what they're at."
On the basketball thing?
Yeah, what are they doing?
What do you search for when you're searching on YouTube?
I love bass.
You probably do, you psychopath. Here, James, look at your hair there.
I can't wait to get a haircut.
Here, I'm getting a haircut on my birthday. A wee birthday haircut.
Kurt's a
Like,
good man,
I'm
like, isn't he?
so hard for that. Like,
Wow. The Furloughed Monk. Let's do it. Right, so if you're new to the podcast, you're probably not because you wouldn't have made it this far.
it's a tough watch. Like,
We
look at these guys, like,
what we do in each podcast is we do a competition to win some air fresheners, win some stuff, and
YouTube comment,
basically
random picker hack. Get rid of that.
all you have to do is go to YouTube. Ignore Tom talking over me. Go to YouTube and leave a comment on the YouTube video of the podcast. Anything at all. Probably says I hate James. Odds are in your favor.
I think we should look at the last podcast comments.
And yeah, we will pick a random comment and you might win a prize. So that's what we're about to do now. And stand by. They always end up on this website and I never know if it works properly, but then sure, here we go.
Every time.
Get
it works
YouTube
fine.
comments. This is the worst design website. You have to go over here and then you have to go, start. Oh, here we go. And the winner is William Sheridan.
Winner William Sheridan.
Soon as the monks are back, get the bucky back. Miss the vlogs of James in a field, an edition in his own little world.
That photo of you
Good comment. Good winner.
Solid
Congratulations.
out the back of the van lying there was my screensaver for a long time on my phone.
That was when James used to be good crack.
James still is good crack.
Not on Sundays though.
No one's good crack in the Sunday.
No,
It's
you're
the
watching
Lord's Day.
F1.
No, what's an F1?
All right, so William, email us I1 at ilovebase.co.uk because we can't afford to change our URL.
It's not really good after everything we've talked about.
It's
is it?
not.
Like,
As soon as I started sending the email, I was like, oh no. But yeah,
That's why people
email
get
us
confused.
and we will send you some free shit. James will probably forget to put sweets in it and he'll definitely lick
I'll
your envelope.
find you an old I Love Bass sticker that I have kicking about. Sturgy will have an old I Love Bass top.
Jesus. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, guys, leave us a review. What else we say? Around the world. Leave us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that stuff.
Send your cars
Like the
in,
video, subscribe.
Yeah, make
Just
sure you hashtag
give
your
us some
cars.
attention, please. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye. Cheerio.
good night.
Well, then, that's us. Wrap it up.
All right.